Divide Podcast coming at you another episode. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Um, as I said, we talked about what men want. We talked about what makes men leave relationships. Now we're talking about what makes women leave relationships. I'm taking notes for myself. Let me make sure I jot them down. I'm gonna pen out real quick. Um, some things on this list may surprise you. Some things on this list may not surprise you. I kind of compiled this through looking at um, talking to people and kind of getting their perspective on it, and also listening to other people talk about things that they've seen in their relationships. Therapists. I go to therapy myself, which is an awesome thing. You have to do it. It's important to make sure that your mind is right. Right. I haven't been there a little bit because life's been kind of lifing, but I definitely got to get back in there and start having those conversations. So we'll start, and this isn't in no order where it's like this is number one, this is number two. This is just going down the list straight up. Obviously, cheating is one of them, but I didn't put that in here. I'm trying to get you guys to think outside the box and think deeper. Not shallow minded on this, but more deeper thinking on this type of stuff. So we'll get started. Lack of presence. I think women need their man's presence, and I think that they crave it. When you're in a relationship with somebody that actually wants you and likes you, they want you around, right? Um, there, now you gotta be careful because there's levels to this. Obviously, if somebody wants you around 24/7, that's probably a problem. But wanting to spend time with you, wanting to cuddle, wanting to have conversations, wanting to read books, wanting to go out to dinner, those type of things. They want you. They want you. They want your presence. Um, and that's somebody that actually has genuine 100% desire for you. They're gonna want your presence, not your money, not what you can buy. They'll buy you stuff. They'll buy you stuff, typically. But they want your presence, man. So, as a man, you got to be present. You got to be there present, and not just as a body, a warm body that shows up, and you're, oh man, I'm a warm body, I'm here. But actually be present, like be present spiritually, be present physically, be present mentally, right, in the relationship, and when you're with that person, because being present, you guys are sitting on the bed, and you guys are both scrolling through TikTok or whatever. That's not presence. That's not the type of presence that women desire, right? Um, uh, and a lot of times, what causes men to not be present is hobbies, friends. Some men just they don't have an outlet. They feel like they don't have an outlet at home, so they go out, they go hunting all the time, or they go hang out with their buddies all the time, or they go shoot dice, or they go play pool or stuff like that. So those are things that take you away. But when you're present, actually be there, be 100% present. A lot of times, women feel alone and unacknowledged. And a lot of this stuff that you're going to see on here for women is going to be how they feel. It's going to be things that affect how they feel. Um, so if they feel alone, like if you're not present, and just because you're there, your warm body is there, doesn't mean that you're present, right? You could be in the same bed with them and not be present. And so I think that even in those situations, sometimes women still feel alone and not because you're not acknowledging them. Like if you're in bed and you're sitting over here like this with your phone in front of your face scrolling, you're not acknowledging them. So women want to be acknowledged. That's huge for them. Insecurities. This is personal for women. A lot of times women will leave the relationship because of their own insecurities, right? They'll have their own issues that they just haven't dealt with. Um, and so they put that off on you, and you may get blamed for that. So they may leave the relationship and blame you because, okay, I've got these insecurities that I haven't dealt with myself, and that drives how they operate. That drives how they feel. I mean, you could be in a relationship with somebody and they could be chasing ghosts. Yeah, like you can be in a relationship with a woman and she's chasing ghosts. She think that you out here talking to this person, and they're just chasing ghosts constantly, right? That type of stuff puts a strain on relationships, and so then they end up leaving because of their own insecurities, not because of anything that the man did himself. Passion has died. This is considered the bedroom, but this is also when you think about passion, you think about being passionate with your partner. This is like if you slap their butt, like if that's something that you guys do, you see a woman in the kitchen, you see them juicy cheeks, and you want to kind of give them a little slap. Some women like that. Some women like being kissed on the forehead. You just kind of give them a little smooch on the forehead, like that. That makes them feel safe, right? So those are passionate things that you do, and they'll notice when those things stop. Like if you stop slapping their butt, they'll notice. If you stop kissing them on the forehead, or maybe you walk up behind them, give them that back hug, and just kind of squeeze them tight, let them know you're there. They notice that stuff has stopped, and so when that stuff stops, and it's the little things. Those are the little things that matter to women in a relationship. They want to make like intimacy in the bed. Yeah, okay, we obviously we get that, but um, I think Cat Williams talking about sometimes you want to. You want to use the microwave, right? You want to be able to get something quick, and it's that quick love, that kiss on the forehead, the hug from the back. It's the hug from the front too. You can just hug and just let them know that you're there. That's passion. That makes them feel something. That taps them in to their inner feelings, right? And that's what men. That's what we have to do. Keep them tapped into their inner feelings. Comparisons. Women do not like to be compared to other women. If you're doing that, something wrong with you. You're immature. Only an immature dude would compare his woman to another woman. Um, I mean, it can be negative or positive. But well, well, she does this for him, or she does this, or Nancy does this for her man, and you over there trying to like, if you want your woman to do something for you, just ask her. You don't have to compare her to somebody else to try to get. That's passive aggressive behavior, right? I'm gonna compare you to somebody else to try to get you to do something that I want you to do. That's not how life works. That's not how relationships work. If you want to have a healthy relationship, that's not going to work. So, man, don't compare them to other people. Ask them for what you want, right? If if Nancy, if you're and you're at your little couples get together, right? Nancy over talking about how she gives her husband back massages and you don't get none, and then you get home later, you're like, well, Nancy gives her husband back massage. Why don't you just say, hey, babe, hey, well, you want to give me a back massage? Yeah, ask her, hey, babe, will you give me a back massage? My back hurting. Will you give me one? And then the ball's in her court. She makes that decision. But you can't compare her to somebody else because then she's gonna be chasing that all the time. And just like I said for the men too, if when you're always chasing something, you're never gonna. What you realize is that you won't be satisfied, and they won't be satisfied. Then you got two unsatisfied people or dissatisfied people in a relationship, and that's a problem. Emotionally unavailable. If you're a man and you just can't emotionally get your shit together, you can't be emotionally available for your woman. She gonna leave you for somebody that will be emotionally available. Because at the end of the day, what it all comes down to, what it all boils down to in the end, is simple. You have to pour in and be attached, right, to her emotions. Make her feel good. Not make her happy. Or it's not our job to make her happy, but give her moments to feel good, right? Because even for men, women got to give men moments to feel good because it's battles out here. Like when you're in a relationship, that is the number one thing that's attacked. Relationships are attacked by it's other women that want your man or other men that want your woman. It's always going to be attacked, and so you have to be plugged in to each other. Plugged into each other does not mean laying in the same bed with your phones out and all that kind of jazz. That's the type of stuff that causes relationships to end because you're not acknowledging each other and you're not present. You got to be present. Your presence is key. Actual presence. But those are my 16 for women. If you agree, man, just let me know. Or if you have anything to add, put them in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. It's GT with the Vibe Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you on the next one.